Welcome to eHacker Army. Today we're diving into one of the most fascinating and dangerous aspects of hacking, social engineering, also known as the art of hacking humans. This isn't about exploiting machines or software, it's about exploiting people. Social engineering attacks target human psychology, making it one of the most effective ways hackers gain unauthorized access to systems and data. Let's start with the basics. Social engineering is the manipulation of people into giving away confidential information or performing actions that compromise security. It's not about coding or exploiting a system's technical vulnerabilities. This is about tricking the human element. Hackers use tactics like fake emails, phone calls, or even face-to-face interactions to deceive their victims into giving away sensitive information. Some of the most common social engineering attacks include phishing emails, fake tech support calls, and even pretending to be someone you trust. It all comes down to exploiting human emotions, whether it's fear, curiosity, or a desire to help. Let's break down some of the most common social engineering attacks you need to watch out for. Phishing, the most well-known form of social engineering. Attackers send fake emails or messages that appear to come from a legitimate source like your bank or employer. Their goal? To get you to click a malicious link or provide personal information. Vishing, voice phishing. This happens over the phone. An attacker might pretend to be from tech support, a government agency, or even your credit card company. They create a sense of urgency to trick you into providing personal information. Baiting. Baiting is when an attacker leaves something enticing, like a USB drive labeled confidential, hoping someone will pick it up and plug it into their computer. Once connected, malware is automatically installed. Pretexting. In this attack, hackers create a fake story or scenario to get information. For example, they might call pretending to be from your IT department and ask for your login credentials under the guise of fixing an issue. Tailgating, piggybacking. This involves gaining physical access to a restricted area by following someone closely. For example, an attacker might pretend they forgot their keycard and ask you to hold the door open. Social engineering attacks aren't just theoretical, they've caused real damage. Let's look at a few famous cases. Kevin Mitnick, one of the most notorious hackers in history. Kevin Mitnick used social engineering to manipulate employees into giving him access to sensitive systems. 2013 Target data breach. In this massive breach, hackers sent a phishing email to a third-party vendor. Once inside, they gained access to Target's network, stealing the payment card data of over 40 million customers. Twitter hack 2020. A spear phishing attack targeted Twitter employees, compromising high-profile accounts, including those of Elon Musk and Bill Gates. This highlights how even large organizations can be vulnerable to social engineering. Why are social engineering attacks so effective? It all comes down to human psychology. Attackers exploit basic emotions like trust, fear, and urgency. For example, phishing emails often create a sense of panic by telling you that your account has been compromised. They rely on you reacting quickly without thinking. There's also something called authority bias, where people are more likely to obey someone they perceive as an authority figure. This is why attackers often pretend to be from tech support or law enforcement. Luckily, there are ways to protect yourself from social engineering attacks. If someone is asking for sensitive information, especially if it's an unexpected request, always verify their identity through a trusted channel. Phishing emails often include malicious links or attachments. If you're not expecting an email, don't click on anything. Always check the sender's email address carefully. Multi-factor authentication, or MFA, adds an extra layer of security by requiring not only your password but also a second form of verification, like a text message or app approval. Awareness is your best defense. Keep up with common social engineering tactics and make sure others around you are informed too. Interestingly, social engineering isn't just for malicious hackers. Ethical hackers, also known as penetration testers, often use social engineering to find weaknesses in a company's security and help them improve. It's a fine line, but ethical hackers use these techniques legally and with the goal of helping organizations defend against real-world attacks. That's it for today's deep dive into social engineering. Remember, the best defense is awareness. Knowing how these attacks work is the first step to protecting yourself and your data. If you get any valuable information from this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content on ethical hacking and cybersecurity, and let us know in comment section you faced any social engineering attack.